Have you ever wondered how much money the founders of OpenAI, Anthropic's, Scale AI, and other AI startups have stashed away? Turns out billions of dollars, but they're still not showing it. Today, we'll dive into their hidden wealth. You see, everyone's talking about how these AI companies are worth hundreds of billions or even trillions, but no one seems to care that the people behind these companies are sitting on billions of dollars themselves. Well, why is that? In this video, we're going to look at some recent moves from the biggest players in the AI game and find out what's really going on. Let's get started with Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI. OpenAI has been making waves lately by taking on all comers in the AI dance. And let's be real. And who's leading this pack? You guessed it, Sam Altman, the man behind the magic. According to reports, he owns between 18 and 20% of OpenAI, which means his personal stake could be worth anywhere from $15.48 billion to $17.2 billion. That's a lot of moolah. But here's the thing. Sam doesn't seem to be flaunting his wealth like some of the other Silicon Valley big shots. He lives in a modest two-bedroom apartment in San Francisco's hip Mission District. Yeah, you heard that right, a two-bedroom apartment. In a city where the average rent for a one-bedroom is over $3,000 a month, you'd think he'd at least spring for a bigger place. But nope, he's keeping it real, at least for now. When asked about his humble abode, Sam played it cool and said, "I don't like spending money on myself," which is probably why he's also been spotted taking public transportation like the rest of us mere mortals. Talk about keeping it grounded. But wait, there's more. Another report suggests that he's got even more cash stashed away, a cool $1 billion. So what's the secret stash for? Well, according to the man himself, he's got his eye on a couple of new digs. One's a $9,000 a month spread in the swanky Pacific Heights neighborhood, and another one's a $25,000 a month mansion in the ritzy Presidio Heights. So maybe he's not so humble after all. Maybe he's just waiting for the perfect moment to drop some serious cash. Who knows? Let's move on to Demis Hassabis, the co-founder and CEO of DeepMind. DeepMind is a trailblazing AI company that's been making headlines recently for its groundbreaking work on AlphaLore. But while DeepMind was acquired by Google way back in 2014 for a reported £500 million, that's about $660 million, it seems that Demis hasn't been flaunting his wealth like some of his fellow tech moguls. According to sources, he's got a net worth of around $400 million, but he keeps a low profile when it comes to his personal life. He's not into luxury cars or mansions. Instead, he's got a passion for board games, sci-fi, and gaming. Yep, he's a total nerd at heart. He likes to keep things simple and doesn't like to draw too much attention to himself. He's totally down to earth and prefers to stay out of the spotlight, which is why you won't find him on social media. He's not on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. He's just not that kind of guy. It's refreshing to see someone in the tech industry who's not all about the bling and the hype. We need more people like Demis who are focused on making a real impact rather than just chasing the next big thing. Now let's talk about Andrew Ng, the mastermind behind Landing AI, a cutting-edge AI company that's transforming the way we do business. While Andrew has kept details about his personal finances under wraps, estimates suggest that he's got a personal fortune of around $1.5 billion. That's a lot of dough. As the founder of Landing AI and a former chief scientist at both Baidu and Google, Andrew has made significant contributions to the field of artificial intelligence. He's got a solid track record of success, and his latest venture is no exception. Landing AI is a leading player in the AI industry, and its value is expected to skyrocket in the coming years. Despite his staggering net worth, Andrew's known for living a modest lifestyle. He's not one to flaunt his wealth, and he's often seen sporting the same black shirt and jeans combo. Some have even joked that he's the Steve Jobs of AI because of his trademark look. But it's not just his fashion sense that's reminiscent of the late Apple CEO. Andrew's also got a reputation for being intense and demanding. He's got high standards, and he expects his employees to meet them. Some have even compared him to the drill sergeant of AI. But beyond his gruff exterior, Andrew's got a heart of gold. He's passionate about using AI to make a positive impact on the world. He believes that AI can help solve some of humanity's biggest challenges, and he's committed to using his platform to make that happen. So what's the secret behind Andrew's massive net worth? Well, it all boils down to timing. He's been involved in some of the biggest AI breakthroughs, and he's been able to capitalize on them in a big way. For example, he was one of the early developers of Google Brain, a leading AI research project. He also founded Landing AI in 2019, which has already become a major player in the industry. But it's not just about being in the right place at the right time. Andrew's also got a brilliant mind and a tireless work ethic. He's been dubbed the godfather of AI, and he's widely considered to be one of the most influential people in the field. His expertise is in high demand, and he's regularly called upon to speak at conferences and events. So how does Andrew spend his fortune? Well, he's not one to live a lavish lifestyle. He's often seen driving a Toyota Prius, and he's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He's often spotted wearing the same black shirt and jeans combo, and he's not afraid to mix it up with a hoodie and sneakers. He's not into luxury cars or mansions. He's more into using his money to make a positive impact on the world. He's passionate about using AI to help solve some of humanity's biggest challenges, and he's committed to using his platform to make that happen. Lastly, we have Larry Summers, the former U.S. Treasury Secretary and current director of the National Economic Council. Larry's got a pretty penny to his name with an estimated net worth of around $11 million. But his wealth is more than just about money. He's got a ton of experience and knowledge that he uses to make smart investments and guide economic policy. Recently, he's been spilling the beans on some of the biggest deals in the AI space, including Microsoft's $10 billion investment in OpenAI. Now you might be scratching your head wondering why Larry's suddenly become an AI guru. Well, it's because he sees the writing on the wall. He knows that AI is the future, and he's positioning himself to be a part of it. But Larry's not just some Wall Street suit. He's got a genuine interest in using AI to make a positive impact on the world. He's a big believer in the technology, and he wants to be on the right side of history. That's why he's been sharing his thoughts on everything from regulating AI to investing in promising startups. One of Larry's most notable investments was in a startup called Character AI, which uses natural language processing to create chatbots that mimic the writing styles of famous people. The company has since been acquired by Google for a reported $1.3 billion, and Larry's early investment has paid off big time. He's also invested in other AI companies, including Scale AI, which provides tools for training AI models and was recently valued at $7.4 billion. So why is Larry so bullish on AI? Well, he sees it as a once-in-a-generation technology that has the potential to change the world for the better. He believes that AI can help solve some of humanity's biggest challenges, from climate change to poverty and disease. All right, so what's the takeaway here? Well, there's a lot of hidden wealth in the AI space, and these folks aren't just billionaires. They're also some of the smartest and most influential people in the world. They've got a ton of experience and knowledge that they use to make smart investments and guide economic policy. And they're not just greedy Wall Streeters looking to cash in on the latest trend. They're genuinely excited about AI and its potential to make a positive impact on the world. So if you're looking for some inspiration or just want to learn more about the inner workings of the AI industry, these are the folks to follow. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.